In the ancient world of Rome, there was a god whose name was whispered in fear and reverence, Terminus, the protector of boundaries. But what makes a god of borders so important? What is it about boundaries that demand divine protection? Terminus was not a god of war or love, no. His domain was the sacred line between what is mine and what is yours. He was the eternal guardian, standing watch over the borders of lands, homes, and even the human soul. No one dared cross the boundary without fear of his punishment. To trespass, even by the slightest inch, was a direct challenge to his divine order. It was said that Terminus's touch was swift and unforgiving. No thief, no invader, no wanderer could step past his mark without feeling his wrath. But his justice was not always cruel. He was also a god of protection, ensuring that the boundaries between civilizations were respected, keeping the peace between neighbors, and preventing chaos from spilling across the lines. The rituals of Terminus were simple, yet powerful. In ancient Rome, each year, citizens would gather to honor him by marking the borders of their land with sacred offerings. Boundaries were celebrated as the foundation of law and order, and Terminus was the embodiment of that order. A single stone, a small altar, was enough to invoke his protection. But what happens when a boundary is crossed? When the line is blurred? One tale tells of a mighty general, conquering far and wide, who disregarded Terminus's sacred law. In his arrogance, he moved his troops across a border, dismissing the warnings of the locals. It was then, under a moonless sky, that Terminus exacted his price. The general's soldiers were struck down, and the lands they sought to claim were swallowed by storms, as if the earth itself rejected their trespass. The lesson was clear. No one, not even the mightiest, could defy the god of borders. Terminus' domain was simple, yet profound. He reminded the Romans that boundaries, though invisible, are necessary for peace. Without them, civilization would collapse. So the next time you stand before a fence, a line on the map, or even the edge of your own property, remember, Terminus watches, and he punishes those who dare cross without respect. If this story resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment below and let us know what myth you'd like to hear next.